Hey, hey, good to see you all again. Not that I can see you, but you know. It's Thursday, we're on lesson 9. Terrible maths. We're on lesson 9. And this week we've been working to connect deeper with our breath. So last week was about creating the space around us, starting to bring that awareness into ourselves, recognizing ourselves as sacred and the space that we create is sacred. And now we're working deeper with the real blessed breath and how that can also be sacred and bring about so much transformation. So far we've been looking at the Ida, the left energy channel, the feminine, cooling, relaxing energy channel, which we worked with breathing in and out through the left nostril. Then we worked with the Pingala, the red, masculine, hot, action-orientated side, working by breathing in and out through the right nostril. And then we worked to balance both. Today, I'm going to introduce you to breath of fire, a strong breath that's so enlivening and healthy. It's quite fundamental to Kundalini too. We work with it a lot. But before we do that, let's tune in with the Adi mantra, Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to the divine within, setting the intention. So many of you will still be getting to grips with this. And don't worry, work with it. Like I said, I encourage you to do so. If you've watched the Q&A, you'll hear my story with chanting about being raised Catholic, going to Kundalini, having a lot of resistance, but opening up and finding the transformation and the beauty of it, and recognizing that our body is like a musical instrument and we can play that through mantra, releasing the feeling of ecstasy, the feeling of being connected and being one with the divine. So yeah, feel into that resistance. It's a lesson for you. And you know, you can say the mantra initially, start saying it to yourself, just hands in prayer, just say it, feel into it. There are many recordings of the mantra. I often play Snatam Kaur's beautiful version, which I've pasted on the event page and on my Facebook page. And that might be a way just to connect with it a bit deeper, just to listen to it and let the vibrations circulate around you. You can play it in your home, wherever you like, in the car, on the way to work. You know, just allow that vibration to surround you a little bit. So we're still working, we're still setting those foundations, you know. Don't be hard on yourself, really. You know, many of you will have just come to this. So you will have resistance, you will have blocks against things, you won't be sure. And that's why we're doing it, to feel our way. And really I encourage you to feel your way, to notice when you have some resistance, to notice when you're being a bit lazy about things, and maybe why you don't want to do that for yourself. Maybe you've started and you know you've gone, yeah, I'm going to do this every day, and you've stopped doing that. Think and feel into what is it that stopped you. I talked about setting a date, making a date with yourself. So if you're standing yourself up, what is that? Because you all deserve to be loved, and that love has to start with yourself, truly. So I'm going to stop talking and let's tune in. Sitting up nice and tall, grounding down at the base, opening up at the top. Bringing the hands together into prayer. Balancing the hemispheres of the brain, slight pressure between the hands. Thumbs against the chest, feel your heartbeat. Remember its connection to your breath. we'll take a big inhale together. Exhale. Inhale to begin. Take a big inhale, lift the chest, hold that breath. And we're going to apply Mula Bandha or root lock. It's an energy lock which you work by squeezing your anus, sexual and navel muscles to draw that Kundalini energy down from the navel and uncurl it up the spine. You can picture it like a bright white light as you squeeze. Before relaxing, keeping the eyes closed, taking a moment. And as always, in that moment, totally acknowledge you. How are you? So slowly bringing your gaze back. I'm going to explain a bit more about breath of fire. So it's so called because it works a lot with the navel. And I talked about this before, the 72,000 nadis or energy channels that come from the navel. It's where you begin, literally where the placenta is connected to you by the umbilical cord. It's where you grow from. And it's where you act from. This is your place of action, your personal power. 72,000 energy channels, it's where everything moves from. And so in this breath, we stimulate all those energy channels, working with the breath, which also works with the heart and everything else, to give us life. So it's a strong breath. And it strengthens the magnetic field so that you can protect yourself. The magnetic field is just like a force field, if you like. It protects you from negativity coming in, and it projects out your truth. It also draws in what it is you want, what it is you need. It purifies the blood, this breath, because obviously it pumps the heart, it pumps the oxygen around the body very fast. It stimulates the pituitary gland, which is like your regulatory gland. And so it balances all the glands in the body. Like I said, getting those energy channels going, it gets your energy flowing. So it's very enlivening, it wakes you up. And because we're working with the navel, and the breath, it develops our nervous system. It strengthens our nervous system so that when we're under pressure, when we experience stress, we're able to deal with that better. So because it is strong, there are also a few cautionary points. So anybody who's pregnant, so after 4 months, you shouldn't practice this breath. It's too strong. Also, anybody under the age of 16 shouldn't, because it works with the sex gland. It's too stimulating. And if you have high blood pressure, I'd encourage either don't do it or go very, very slowly. So we're going to start, but we're going to start slow. And as we go, feel into it. So you might have a block in your ab. You know, this area, we hold ourselves. You know, we're all taught to have like lean, strong tummies. Which that means we don't breathe properly though. Because if we breathe, our tummy comes in and out. It's soft. But when we're holding ourselves, we're controlling our life and our breath, then we can get a lock here. So as we're doing this, feel if there's any resistance in the body. And start to notice if there's any resistance between what you're feeling and what you're thinking. So that's a lot of information, I understand this, but you have this video now, and we're just going to practice the breath. And as usual, I encourage you to practice it in your own time. So, breath of fire. You breathe in and out through your nose, but as you exhale, you use your tummy to force the breath out. So you use your tummy, your navel, like a pump. So when you breathe in, your tummy should expand. And when you breathe out, if you use the navel to forcefully exhale, then automatically you inhale. And if you're focusing on the inhale also, then you should be mindful to let your belly expand. So you're breathing into the navel, breathing out from the navel, using the navel as a pump. So like I said, go slow, feel into it. It's a strong breath, it's quite difficult, it's tricky to understand at first. Our body isn't used to working in this way, so we have to teach it. So very slowly, initially inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Starting to speed it up. A little bit faster. Eventually a little bit faster still, so that you're something along these lines. So you get the picture. Have a go, feel your way, start slow. We're really setting the foundations, you know, and don't be hard on yourself. We are progressing, but progress in your own time. You'll have these videos, you can go back to them. So, a tip to remember with breath of fire, once you build up that speed, and initially, like I said, you want to get it so that your tummy is almost wavering. And once you're up in that speed, a tip to remember is if you find yourself gasping for breath, then you're going too fast. But otherwise, build it up, feel your way, engage your energy, stimulate your energy, purify that blood, balance your glands, strengthen the magnetic field, awaken yourself, and strengthen your nervous system. It's a really amazing breath. And it's for you. It's your body, it's your breath, you just sit there and work with blessed, blessed breath and your miraculous body. So like I said, have a go, feel your way. Tomorrow we'll be working with another meditation and this breath. So, you know, like I said in the Q&A before, some of you, you know, it's new bringing this into your life every day. But if you set a date for yourself in the morning in order to do this exercise, you can follow me and the videos, then you're doing it. You're starting to create those positive habits for positive change. But you also have the weekend to catch up. And on Sunday, we'll have our live session again. We'll do the full set together. So tomorrow, you'll be given another meditation working with Breath of Fire. And we'll do the full meditation together with Tune In and Tune Out on Sunday. This time between 5 and 6 p.m. Between 5 and 6 p.m. British time. So check your time zones. I'd really love you all to join me and for us to experience this together. And we'll also have time for a question and answer series, so you can ask me any questions and I will answer any queries that have come up. It's been really wonderful getting all your lovely messages, but I'd still like to see your pictures. So go, get out in nature, connect with the trees, connect with nature that gives you life, gives you that breath. Feel into that, breathe into that, and please send me a picture, I'd love to see. Again, the hashtags, Beginners Kundalini Online Yoga Course. Send it to me, pay it forward into the world, and I'd love to hear again, you know, how are you feeling with this breath? It's there for you. It's a great, great tool. So, closing the space, hands in prayer. Again, sitting up nice and tall, grounding down, opening up, breathing into the navel. Breathing out from the navel. We tune out with 3 Sat Nams, long Sat, short Nam, meaning true name. Inhale to begin. Sa